If you could create your own Pokemon, what would you make? And what purpose would it serve? "500 years ago, Magearna was created by a great inventor. She was gifted to the royal family of Azoth to serve as the companion to the young princess and a protector of the kingdom. While Magearna is a machine, the soul heart at the center of her chest is alive with energy drawn from living Pokemon. This heart gives Magearna the ability to feel emotions and powers other great inventions in the kingdom, such as its flying fortress. Due to controversies that arose over her power, Magearna was hidden away by her creator in the Nebel Plateau. It was here that Volcanion met Magearna and became her protector against corrupt human intentions. Magearna has two forms, original and extra crispy. Her original form features bright red paint and resembles the design of a Pokeball. This represents Magearna's look at the time she was created some 500 years ago. Meanwhile, her faded form is drab and metallic, demonstrating how she has aged over the centuries. Both forms also have shiny variations, although they have not been made available to the public in any legitimate way to date. Magearna was the first Pokemon officially revealed for the Generation 7 games Sun and Moon in February 2016. In July of the same year, Magearna would debut in the 19th Pokemon movie, Volcanion and the Mechanical Marvel. In the games, Magearna's signature move is Fleur Cannon. It does a high degree of damage and massively reduces the opponent's special attack stat, but only hits the target with a reduced accuracy of 90%. Still awesome. There are currently two event versions of Magearna. The first was released in late 2016 as a QR code distribution for Sun and Moon. The design features Magearna's faded metallic form. There were different regional distributions in Asia, Europe, and North America, some more scintillating than the others. For instance, in Japan, the QR code was on a physical game disc that integrates with the Ga Ole arcade game. Up to 3 million moviegoers were presented with the disc as a gift. Meanwhile, in the US, they just threw a picture up on Pokemon.com. To get Magearna, players had to finish the game first. She became available in November or December 2016, depending on your region. However, this event is built into the game, so as long as working systems and carts are around, it can still be redeemed using the QR code. Over 3 years later, we were presented with a second opportunity to collect Magearna. Unlike the previous version, Magearna's design reflects her original, painted form. Yet earning your Magearna is quite a bit tougher this time around. Pokemon Home released on February 12, 2020. Magearna is given as a gift to anyone who can complete the National Pokedex in Pokemon Home. That's a big task involving almost 900 Pokemon. For the first month, a living Pokedex was required, meaning you had to have all of your Pokemon physically present in your home boxes. However, after a March update, this requirement was lifted. Thereafter, you could get by on just having the Pokedex entries filled without needing the physical Pokemon. This event is currently active, and Magearna can still be redeemed by anyone who completes the National Pokedex in Home. At this point, you may be wondering what is so rare and special about Magearna. After all, we have two events that are relatively accessible and ongoing indefinitely. There's one more thing to mention about the Pokemon Home Magearna. Some unexpected things happened with the distribution early on. A few early recipients reported getting a bizarre present. It was a level 10 Magearna with 15 ribbons, no best IV stats, and fully trained HP and special attack EVs. With such an awkward configuration compared to other distributions, we can only assume that this was unintentional and not a leak of something we might see in the future. The Magearna gift was quickly pulled while this and other bugs were being fixed. After it returned, we were given the level 50 original color version we're familiar with today. If you can find one of the level 10 Magearnas, it would certainly make for a fascinating collectible. At first, one could only stare robotically at Magearna in Pokemon Home, for she was not compatible with any games. However, with the release of Pokemon Sword and Shield version 1.2.0 at the launch of the Isle of Armor DLC, Magearna is now compatible. Hence, you can enjoy playing with Magearna in your latest games. Volcanion. Sounds made up. Support the growth of our community and the development of more high-quality content by visiting our shop at shop.wishmaker.com.